Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Wednesday, November 22nd. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. This week, the cabinet in Bangkok approved an amendment to the civil code that will allow same-sex marriage complete with all the same rights that heterosexual married couples receive. If this receives complete approval in the next month, then it would make Thailand the first country in Southeast Asia to legalize same-sex marriage.
According to a deputy government spokesman, the amendment to the Civil and Commercial Code will essentially come down to changing the word men and women and husband and wife to individuals and marriage partners in order to recognize the marriage of same-sex couples and to allow them to receive the same rights as married heterosexual couples. The law would guarantee the right to form a family in a relationship between same-sex couples, in addition to receiving inheritance rights and more. The draft law is expected to be proposed to Parliament on December 12th. After Parliament approval, the draft law would then be sent to His Majesty the King Maha Vajiralongkorn for final endorsement. Last year, Thailand's parliament had debated several legal amendments that would allow for recognition of same-sex civil unions, but without all the same rights granted to married heterosexual couples. Though the bill was debated, it never passed before the parliamentary session ended in the previous government. The new revived attempt to pass a marriage equality bill was one of the election promises from the Pheu Thai Party, which is the biggest party in the governing coalition. For more, visit the link in the description.
The annual Loy Krathong celebrations are set for this Monday, with celebrations planned nationwide. Here in Phuket, provincial police are sending a warning that fireworks, prostitution, and drugs are all banned during the celebrations.
Loy Krathong will be celebrated throughout the country, including Phuket, on Monday, November 27. The warning, initially issued by Region 8 Police on Monday, featured a list of law-breaking activities that will not be tolerated during Loy Krathong, including setting off fireworks and more. In addition, entertainment venues must close at the times specified by law. People are not to carry weapons of any kind, and children under 20 years old are prohibited from entering entertainment venues. The warning comes as Region 8 Police, based in the north of the island, launched a 7-day anti-crime campaign for the Loy Krathong festival this past Monday, which includes crime suppression measures, measures to maintain peace and order, and to facilitate traffic. The Loy Krathong festival, also referred to as the Festival of Lights, sees millions of people every year to offer their krathong, a handcrafted float made from a slice of banana tree stalk adorned with flowers, to waterways and other bodies of water as a way of making merit and to wash away the sins of the past. This Monday, festivities in Phuket will take place in Patong, near the end of Bangla Road on Patong Beach, as well as in the Nai Harn Lake area at Chalong Pier, at Palai Pier, also in Chalong, at Wat Thai on Chao Phraya East Road, and the lakes behind Chalong Temple on Chao Phraya West Road. Festivities will also be held in Karon at Non Harn Public Park and in Kamala in the beach area of Chalon Prakyat 100th Anniversary Park. In Phuket Town, festivities will take place at Suan Luang Park. Festivities at all locations will start from 6 p.m. onwards. For more, visit thephuketnews.com.
Restoration efforts over the degraded coral reef just off Ratchayai Island, south of Phuket, are now underway, with the Department of Marine and Coastal Resources, the DMCR, currently installing 88 sets of 3D printed coral larvae installed at Siam Bay.
Leading yesterday's inaugural installation was the director of the DMCR's Marine Resources Restoration Division, along with reps from Thai Union Group Public Company Limited, which is funding the project, and representatives from the Natural Resources and Social Mission at Siam Cement Group, which created the 3D printed forms to be installed at the reef site. Volunteers from Phuket's diving community were on hand to physically install the 3D printed forms. The reef area covers about 50 rai at Siam Bay, just off Racha Island, and most of the corals were found to be in deteriorating conditions, with some areas having lost coral permanently. Officials say this is due to many factors, from tourism, diving activities, boats dropping anchor on corals, and natural bleaching of corals. The area is a popular diving teaching spot, and officials say the coral larvae are constantly disturbed, unable to take hold in the area. The 3D forms are different to what marine officials had installed in the past at other sites, given that this area is a tourist area. The base concrete material was created by SCG with help from Chulalongkorn University, said to be strong, durable, and marine environmentally friendly, but also complex and can be used as a home for aquatic animals, according to officials. They went on to say, quote, "The company will provide continuous support operations for a period of 3 years, from this year onwards. After this placement, it is expected that it will take 1 year for the corals to begin colonizing the modules. After this placement, there will be continued activities by the DMCR with volunteer divers in the area collecting broken coral fragments that are still alive and attaching them to the base. It's called coral planting. This will allow the corals to settle on these bases and will cover the material faster. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall off from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. Eating the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone.
A 33-year-old Thai man wanted on computer crime charges has been arrested while trying to leave Thailand via the Phuket International Airport.
The Thai man, who was not named by police, was arrested at the International Departures Hall at about 10:30 p.m. on Monday night by immigration officers at the airport. The man was wanted on an arrest warrant issued by Sisaket Provincial Court in early August for violating the Computer Crime Act. Immigration officers at the airport gave no further details of the man's arrest, but he does face up to 5 years in jail and/or a 100,000 baht fine. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Swedish ambassador to Thailand, Anna Hammargren, was in Phuket on Monday to officiate the opening of the newly designated Swedish consulate of Phuket, located at 2550 Mailuan Road in Phuket town. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks and mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.